President Donald Trump has threatened to deploy the U.S. military to halt protests over the police killing of African-American George Floyd. Police and the National Guard are using tear gas and mace to disperse protesters. This report has more. Now, the murder of George Floyd by Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has reignited the long-standing issue of systemic racial bias and police brutality in the U.S. Thousands of Americans are out on the streets with the National Guard deployed in 23 states and Washington, D.C. Hundreds of cities across the country remain under curfew at levels not seen since civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr.'s 1968 assassination. Officials said one person was killed in Louisville, Kentucky overnight. Meanwhile, Chicago police fielded about 10,000 calls for looting. President Trump has vowed to deploy the military to quell the protests.
Mayors and governors must establish an overwhelming law enforcement presence until the violence has been quelled. If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them. I am also taking swift and decisive action to protect our great capital, Washington, D.C.,